Alright, today we're doing section 5.5, using inequalities in a triangle. And usually we start out with some definitions or theorems, but today we're starting out with Today we're starting out with example. First example. The instructions say, draw an obtuse scaling triangle. Find the largest angle and the longest side and mark them in red. Find the smallest angle and the shortest side and mark them in blue. What do you notice? So here we have an obtuse scaling triangle. None of the sides are the same, none of the angles are the same. We mark the longest side in red and the largest angle in red. We notice that the longest side and the largest angle are opposite each other. Okay? How about this one? We've got the shortest side in blue and the smallest angle in blue. So the shortest side and the smallest angle are opposite each other. See how they're opposite each other? And let's do the theorems related to it. First I have Theorem 5.10. If one side of a triangle is longer than another side, then the angle opposite the longer side is larger than the angle opposite the shorter side. Okay, let me push pause and draw a picture. So let's talk through this. If one side is longer than another side, then the angle opposite the longer side is larger than the angle opposite the shorter side. Okay, AB is bigger than BC, so the measure of angle C is bigger than the measure of angle A. Something I noticed early on when I was learning this, double checking everything for you guys, if AB is bigger than BC, C isn't in this line segment, right? So if AB is bigger than BC, the measure of angle C is bigger than the measure of angle A. There's no C here. Okay, there's no A here. It's just something that might make it super easy for you to do the problems. Next, Theorem 5.11. If one angle of a triangle is larger than another angle, then the side opposite the larger angle is longer than the side opposite the smaller angle. This is the converse. So let me draw a picture. Here I have a triangle, ABC. Measure of angle A is 30, measure of angle C is 50. So the measure of angle C is greater than the measure of angle A. So we know that that's across from there. So AB has to be bigger than BC. Example 2. You are constructing a stage prop that shows a large triangular mountain. The bottom edge of the mountain is about 27 feet. The left slope is about 24 feet. And the right slope is about 20 feet. You are told that one of the angles is about 46 and one is about 59. What is the angle measure of the peak mountain? Okay, a lot of you guys are going to see that the biggest angle you have is 59. This is the biggest side. So you're going to want to say that this is 59 degrees. Okay, but that is not right. Every triangle has 3 angles. You don't know the measurement of the third one, but you know how to find out. Okay, all the 3 angles inside a triangle should add up to be 180. So let's add these 2 up. I get 105. 180 minus 105 is 75 degrees. So the biggest side gets the biggest angle. The next biggest side gets the next biggest angle. And the smallest side gets the smallest angle, which makes C the correct answer. Alright, why don't you try this one? List the sides of ARST in order from shortest to longest. Go ahead and push pause. Alright, there you go. The biggest angle was S, so that's the biggest side, RT. The next biggest angle was T, so there's RS. The smallest angle is R, so ST is listed last. Another stage prop is a right triangle with sides that are 6, 8, and 10. And angles of Actually, I can't label that yet. Sorry. 6, 8, and 10. And angles of 90 degrees. I can label that. 90 degrees, about 37, and about 53. Sketch and label a diagram with the shortest side on the bottom. Yeah, that's not going to work. And the right angle at the left. Let's try this again. I should read the whole thing before I start. Okay. Push pause and go ahead and finish it. Try this one on your own. There we go. We have measurements of 6, 8, and 10. Across from the 90 degree is the 10 because it's the biggest angle. Across from the 53 degrees is 8 because it's the next biggest angle and biggest side. The smallest angle is 37 and the smallest side is 6. Okay, video break for periods 6 and 7. I'm going to go ahead and continue on for the advanced geometry class. Alright, the triangle inequality. Okay, Theorem 512. Triangle inequality theorem. The sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. Okay, let me push pause and draw a picture. Okay, here we see that if we added up the lengths of the sides, AB plus BC is going to be bigger than AC. BC plus AC is going to be bigger than AB. And AC plus AB is bigger than BC. Okay, we're going to use this to solve some algebra problems. Algebra. A triangle has one side length of 12 and another of 8. Describe the possible lengths of the third side. Okay, there's two ways to do this, the way the book teaches and the way that I work them through, so let me show you both. Okay, here we know that x plus 8 is going to be bigger than 12. So if I solve this, x is greater than 4. Those are the small values. Okay, we also know that 8 plus 12 is bigger than x. So 20 is bigger than x. Or x is smaller than 20. Now if we write these together, we can say 4 is less than x is less than 20, which is our answer. Okay, so the length of the third side has to be between 4 and 20. With all of these problems, I worked them out like this. Okay, we know the biggest number is going to be 8 plus 12. And we know the smallest number is going to be the difference. I'm sorry, that is wrong. We know the biggest number is going to be the sum. We know the smallest number is going to be the difference. And then we just list the smallest number first, and then the biggest number, and we have our answer. Okay, let's try another one. You try. A triangle has one side of 11 inches and another of 15. Describe the possible lengths of the third side. Okay, go push pause and try this one on your own and write it down in your notes. Okay, the sum of the two numbers is going to be your biggest, the possible largest side, and the difference is going to be the possible smallest side. So x has to be in between 4 and 26. Note that we are not saying it's less than or equal to x. Or 4 isn't less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 26. Okay, it's just less than and greater than. It can't be equal to. Daily homework quiz. First problem. Second problem. Third and fourth. And fifth. Okay, 2 points, and these aren't very difficult.